I've lost all ambition or worldly acclaim. I just wanna be the one you love. I've lost all ambition or world.
All right, hello everybody, and welcome to another night of streaming. And today is a very special day because we are back. I think I didn't stream for like a good amount of last week, so I feel like I've been kind of missing. Also, thank you, Llama Mama and Sombra, for the roars. Sombra says, "Thank you, Mike. You're always so kind." Thank you. I don't think so, but I appreciate you thinking that. Stream Bean, we're keeping it beanie. This is a bean stream, so you know what we gotta keep it we gotta keep it a buck, right? Also, we're going a little back to format since I've been the last few streams I've been doing. I've had a Serial XMF with me, and today it's just back to me. It's back to the Mike show. So let's see if I'm still able to keep up a stream by myself without the help of my good buddy Serial, right? Summer said you are kind. Well, I appreciate you. Thank you. And also, guys, for anybody who is part of the Pride Lands, I do have a very fun announcement. I wanted to say special, but some people might not think it's a big deal. But like, to me, it's a big deal. But people might consider it to be fun. So I think it could be fun. But so I'm officially took some of the designs made by our very own Navi's Retro World and made an official Pride Land shirt. Summer said, "I've been busy, sadly, so I haven't been able to join the VC late." That's fine. I mean, obviously, you gotta hop in when you can, right? It's not a mandatory. But yeah, we made it. We officially have a TPL shirt, and I'm gonna go ahead and show it right here. Oh, my lo-fi is gone. Hold on. Okay, yeah, that's the one I want. But we're gonna go ahead and show it here. So this is the official TPL shirt, and the announcement I want to make. So we're officially at 100 members, maybe even a little more. So I wanted to make a raffle, right? So I'm gonna make an announcement soonish, within this week probably, once I get the little kinks worked out. But we are gonna be holding a raffle for your chance to win a free Pride Land shirt, and it's gonna be random. So the way we're gonna keep track is I might do an announcement, and whoever reacts to the announcement will be entered, and we'll do like a little spin the wheel thing, right? But you will be entered to win a free orange Pride Land shirt. Obviously, if you want to buy it, you can look it up in my merch shop. I made it as cheap as I can, guys. I barely get any profit for this. I do have to like make at least like an amount of profit, which is like $5 minimum, which is what I did, I think, because they're like, if you make less than $1 on this, like I have to pay, like put up upfront money for it. So I have to set a minimum, but I also, will take care of the shirt for whoever does win it. So don't worry about that. It will be absolutely free to the winner. But yeah, you will be entering a chance to win a Pride Land shirt if interested. Obviously, if you guys are not interested, like, you don't have to join it. But it's a nice shirt. Like, it's a nice design. It's our little TPL logo right here on the left chest. And in the back, we have our other logo. And it's like a little bigger. You can rep it. It's so fucking cool. Yeah, and these are designs made by our own very own Navi. It comes in small, medium, large, XL, double XL, triple XL, quadruple XL, and it comes in a variety of colors. Obviously, though, for the raffle, it will be the orange one because this is like our official color. Navi is very talented. So, bro, I'm glad you like it. Summer Seed, how much is it? I do not care if I have to sell you sell my money on it when I get my new card. Hey, I mean, it's $35, obviously plus shipping, so you're probably gonna be looking like 45, depending on where you are. If you do buy one, but if you win the raffle, it'll be $0 for you. So, um, oh look, you can gift it on your Twitch chat too. Look at that, gift to Twitch chat. But yeah, it's a nice shirt. I like the designs Navi made. I'm a fan of red. Red's my favorite color, but there's something about the orange TPL that looks really incredible, and I like the back a lot. So it's a nice shirt. It's a nice shirt, if I do say so myself. So, if you are interested, be in the lookout in the announcements channel for. I will be making the announcement soon, and then we will set a date to hold the raffle. We'll probably do it live on stream or on VC, depending on how who can all show up. And yeah, we will hold a raffle for a Pride Land shirt. So if you are a proud member of the Pride Lands and you want to rep, I would consider enter it. I'm probably gonna get one too, just so I can wear it on stream because I like this designs a lot. I like this one a lot, and I like how it looks with the orange. The orange really grew on me. And there's a lot of colors. Like there's one in black. I like the one in black too. It just goes with everything. The red one looks a little off. I think maybe this like brick red looks a little better. But yeah, we have all these colors, guys. You can get a blue one. You can get a mint one. Look at this. This is Island Reef. You can get like a forest green one. This one looks kind of cool too, actually. You can get a pink one. You can get like a sandy one. Sandy. But I think the orange one just looks pretty incredible. Personally. Not trying to toot my own horn, but, I think I did okay with the placement of the logos. But yeah, guys, so that's my announcement for now. Again, keep a lookout in the announcements channels if you are interested in entering to win an official Pride Land shirt. So, yeah, let's get moving. So we're gonna be reacting to some spooky stuff on YouTube. I got a Nick Crowley video. No more Modelo. Modelo's my backup. My main is Pacifico. Also, swig break. Very good. Very good. Very pretty orange can. It's a little more yellow. It's the lighting. But it's my favorite beer. It's been my favorite beer since I was like 16. And yes, I'm not proud to admit, but I started drinking at a young age. But anyway, let's get started. Should we turn off the light? Should we get some spooky vibes going for these reaction video? I think we should. There we go, no light. Somebody said I had my first shot at 14. It's alright. I mean, I've been drinking since I was like 11 or 12. And most of it starts fucking partying with your cousins and shit. Mexicans, am I right? Alright, let's watch this video. So this one's the internet's darkest corner. And obviously you guys know the drill. We're gonna have to pause and unpause. All that good stuff. Also, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody's having a lovely weekend. I know I had an awesome Friday night. And yesterday was pretty awesome too. Hopefully everybody's having a nice Mother's Day. Wait. Is it Mother's Day for everyone? Yeah, it is. Happy Mother's Day to all the mommies. all the moms. I hope everybody's giving their moms some love and giving them the appreciation they deserve. Because moms, put up with a lot from us. But anyway, without further ado, let's get started. The following video contains scenes that wait, hold on, too fast. Too fast. Flash warning. Flashing images shown. The following video contains scenes that may be upsetting and distressing for some. Viewer discretion is advised.
Now one location of emergency. Okay, what's going on?
Alright, this is what's happened.
So, they didn't say their name in Chapter 1 in the blink of an eye.
It's the 7th of November, 2014. 45-year-old Joseph Parker dials 911 at 2:45 in the morning to report an urgent incident that had taken place inside his home.
Wait, what time?
911 at 2:45 in the morning.
2:45?
An urgent incident that had taken place inside his home in Springville, Tennessee. An incident that had been solely his own doing.
I've been married 12 years on the 4th, which would have been 2 nights ago at 4 a.m.
That's oddly specific. So it would have been 2 nights ago at 4 a.m. when he got married. So, like, is that when the wedding reception ended, or what? Or when they went off to their honeymoon?
I shot my wife in the temple of her head.
Oh, she's dead.
I killed her. And I put her in the freezer out in the garage.
It happened on him and his wife's...
How the fuck? I don't know. I've been angry before, and I'm probably sure I've said this before on stream, but I don't know how people can reach that point of losing control. Because I don't know what people think of the people they married. Like, it's like if you choose to marry someone, right? You understand what marriage is, and that you at least pretend to love that person, right? Well, I guess if it's pretend, I just destroyed my whole argument.
Samantha's 12th wedding anniversary, a day that should have been a celebration, but instead had somehow ended in Joseph shooting Samantha at point-blank range.
I wonder why.
Proceeding to put her body inside their garage.
Hey, Chris, greetings. Yo, how are you, Chris? Let me give you a shout out real quick, guy. Little Chris shout out. Thank you for coming in, bro. I know you're busy and you've been having a weird day, but I hope you're good. Hey, thank you for the roast for Chris, guys. Thank you. Chris said, thanks for the shout out. He's gonna lurk and watch a movie with a lady. You go do what you gotta do, my guy. You go take care of the thing. You go take care of whatever you need to take care of, my buddy boy. Buckaroo. If you will. But anyway, let's continue.
An awful crime that Joseph was now confessing to a 911 operator. But this confession wasn't the real reason for his call, as Joseph likely would have been content without ever reporting his own crime, had it not been for the fact that hours prior, he noticed something unusual.
In the garage, when I checked on her tonight, and she's not dead. She's got a big hole in the temple of her head.
Oh, hold on, guys. Love you, bro.
And to get her body moved around in there, I think I broke her wrist. She was frozen from being in the thing. She'd been in this thing 48 hours now.
Damn, bro. So he's just like, hey, she's still alive, so I don't know what to do. It's kind of fucked. Because, I mean, why didn't he just try to just finish her off? He already tried to kill her, no? Like, he shot her point blank. I'm not saying, like, if they can save her, I would want her to be saved, but it's like, what is he thinking? Someone said she was still fucking alive. Holy shit, I know, right? Someone said I'm invested now. Here, I'm gonna turn it up a little bit.
According to Joseph, Samantha was still alive, despite having a large hole in her head and spending so long in their freezer that she was seemingly frozen solid. When he checked on her that morning, he realized that she wasn't actually dead and was even still conscious.
What?
The scenario Joseph was describing should have been impossible, with it being so outlandish.
How did she stay alive? Summer said, "Thank you, kind sir. I'm gonna make food and watch this while eating." Hey, awesome. I'm glad you were able to enjoy the content while you eat. Because obviously, everybody watches YouTube when they eat now. And if there's nothing good for me to watch when I'm about to eat, it pisses me off. Oops.
That Joseph felt the need to tell the operator that this wasn't a prank.
This is no prank call. I need somebody to get out there and help her out. But I promise you this is a legit call, and I need somebody to get out there and help her because I still love her. It's hard to believe that after that, you know, but I love her. I still love her.
You love her and you put a fucking hole in her head. That's what I don't understand. I don't get it.
I've loved her every day I've been married to her.
The great JLB said, "Damn, what's up, James? Welcome in. Let me get a shout out there for you, James. Also, if we can get a roar for James, I would appreciate it, guys. How are you, James? Welcome to the stream." Sombra's on it with the roars. Hey, thank you, Mike. Love you guys. We love you, James. Welcome in, dude. I hope you had a wonderful day, an even better weekend. Guys, it really does feel weird to be streaming without Serial being here. Ah, dude. Thank you for the biddies, man. You don't have to do that shit. Why not? Man. Yo, guys. Can we get some roars? Please? For JLB, man. Thank you so much for the biddies right here. Let me get you a big shout out. Hey, Navi's here. What's up, Navi? Welcome in, Nav. How are you doing, man? Everybody's popping in. I feel so fucking blessed. Lunchtime. What's for lunch? Nice. What's for lunch today, Navi? Hopefully something delicious. Chicken souvlaki. That sounds foreign. Is it delicious? No. Is it delicious? I hope, oh man, I hope everybody's doing awesome. Maybe it's the alcohol talking, but I just, I want everybody to get along. A Greek rap. Ooh, that does sound good. That does sound really good. I hope you fucking kill it. It's getting spooky in here, guys. I'm getting a little spooked. I'm gonna have to get another beer and walk in the dark. Someone said it's delicious. Sorry. Summer said, "I'm horrible at jokes." Oh, fuck. Why did I go with the Kenny voice? That's probably because I miss Kenny. I miss McKay. And I miss... Where's Sirio? And Quack? I feel like where's the gang's not here? I feel like the whole gang's not here. We need the whole gang. Where's Patroncito, cara de pito? So Navi said, "Where's the gang?" Well, Navi's here, right? Lead by Navi. Maybe that'll summon them. Okay, I'm gonna get another beer. We're gonna continue this spooky video. Let's go.
Feeling like pussy, feeling like cunt, feeling like pussy, feeling like cunt.
dijiste, putito? A ver, putito, hinchi, putito. Todo lo que ves, ¿sí ves? ¿Sí ves?
Oh, excuse me. Drinking all that beer makes me a little gassy. Okay. So, quick,
Swig break.
swig break.
Everyone take a swig of your swig.
So, damn, Navi. You gotta get your timing back on that. So, quick recap for everybody who hasn't been here so far. This guy did a 911 call. He killed his wife. Well, he attempted to murder his wife. Put a hole through her head. Put her in a freezer, and somehow she's still alive. So, we're gonna see how the story develops from here. Summer said after this week is the last week for school for me. I'm excited. I'm gonna dye my hair nice. Red. Nice. Red is my favorite color. Red is a great color. All right, here we go.
He was being serious, and all he wanted to do now was get Samantha help, as he claimed to still love her despite everything he had done. And help couldn't come quickly enough, as Joseph went into greater detail about just how bad Samantha's condition was, and how he was able to determine she was alive in the first place.
She's been frozen. For 2 days she's frozen solid. It's amazing she's still alive.
It really is.
She's in bad shape. She's a mess. She can't talk. Give her to blink. Blink once means yes. Blink twice means no.
No way. So he found a way to communicate with her. So my thing is, how is she not dead from like hypothermia or something?
Despite being unable to speak or move, Samantha was still blinking, and was actually blinking in response to questions Joseph was asking her, once for yes and twice for no. And in a moment of what appears to be a regret for what he had done, he tried to make things better by giving her blankets and pouring water in her mouth.
Yes, she's still in the garage. I made her as comfortable as I can make her. She tried to drink a little water.
These responses led to a lengthy one-sided conversation that ended with Joseph vowing to get her help, which he was attempting to do now as he drove miles away, clearing the scene for authorities and paramedics to save her, while calling 911 and explaining the surreal scenario.
We don't have a history of domestic disputes.
Wait, so he left? Hold on. So he left. He called 911. He said, show up to my house. But he's gone. Can't 911 track your location from your call? Isn't that like a thing? Or am I not right? Is that a thing or not? Someone said yes, they can. So there's no point in him driving away, right?
Just had a real bad night a couple nights ago.
Someone said, don't ask how I know. I do so much research.
Got myself in trouble.
The two had a happy and healthy marriage that, for whatever reason, had turned sour on their anniversary, in what he referred to as a real bad night, where something in Joseph had snapped. But despite admitting to the murder, he made it clear that he had no intention of going to prison. He just wanted to make sure that Samantha was saved.
Don't want to get arrested tonight and all that.
Telling the operator that they'll find
Bruh,
him.
that's so crazy. Like, he's fucking like, oh, I'm not trying to get arrested though. I fucking attempted murder on my wife, but I'm not trying to ruin my night. I'm not trying to get arrested. I'm not trying to fucking get booked tonight. Also, I totally forgot about this, and I'm so fucking sorry, but we did get a new follower recently. Bayan228 is now following you. Thank you, Bayan. I don't know how you found us, where you came from, but I appreciate you. So, thank you for the follow. Alright, we shall continue. JLB said, hey, Bayan, is that your homie?
Freezer, before ending the call shortly after.
You know, there's a garage. Can't yell for you.
Dexter said, hey, Mike, how's it going? What's up, Deathstroke? How you doing? Welcome in. Oh, man, it's so glad to see everybody just coming to hang out. Let me get a shout out for you, Deathstroke. I'm doing wonderful. Welcome in. How are you yourself? Thank you for the roar, Sombra. You're on them tonight. Guys, oh my god, it makes me so fucking makes my heart so happy to see all y'all here. How are you today, Deathstroke? I hope you're having a nice, lovely Sunday. Hopefully your internet's not fucking up.
Yeah. But you go to the garage, that's where you'll see her once you get to the garage.
Deathstroke said, doing
Sure
great.
enough,
Happy to
when
check in and
authorities
hang out.
entered
Yeah, I'm
Joseph
glad
and
you're here.
Samantha's home,
I'm glad you're here too. You know, especially when I watch spooky shit, I'm glad that people show up because I get scared. I get a little scared. I do get a little scared. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of a wuss. I'm a bit of a wuss. More when it comes to like ghosts and stuff, you know, because like I can fight a human. You know, like if I die, I'm gonna die fighting a person, right? But like a ghost, a demon, like all that stuff, like I don't know. Summer said, "Of course, Mike. Love making sure everybody's getting the roars." No, I appreciate that. Gotta get the roars out, guys. Look at me go. All right, back. Oh, thank you, Navi. Navi's on the roars too, but Navi be working. Hey, thank you, Deathstruck. Also, guys, I guess I should have waited for more people to come in, but we will be holding a little raffle soon in celebration of our 100th member for a free Pride Land shirt. You know, I will be getting it to the winner. Just whoever wins, I'll DM them, get their info and all that. But we will be holding a raffle soon, so keep a lookout in the announcements to see how to enter, and we will have like maybe like a week, and then we will hold a raffle, and you can win a orange Pride Land shirt. And if you guys haven't seen it, this is it. It has the designs courtesy of Navi's Retro World, who also, you guys, Navi, you know, she's gonna be doing a lot more YouTube stuff, so you guys should go check out her YouTube, go subscribe, cause man, her stuff's great. She's fucking hilarious. The editing's fucking kills me, and you know it's good to like. I put her on while I'm working. I've been putting her on while I go to bed. You know, sometimes I need to listen to something while I go to bed. Navi is like the one to go on the YouTube to just have all the time. She's easy to listen to. She's one of my best friends, and like she deserves all the hype, especially because she's gonna be taking away a step away from Twitch. So let's go give her some love on YouTube, guys, please. And it's the same name, Navi's Retro World, guys. You guys can find her there. Navi said, "I want Navi want one." Hey, I made them as cheap as I can, or you could win the raffle. Navi said, "You're the best." Thank you. No, of course, dude. Navi, you're the best. You made these designs. Look at that. I like this one. This is like our main one. Navi said I have 2 channels. Well, guys, if you're part of the Pride Lands, Navi's going to drop her links in the YouTube or like the Clips channels, right? And then in the back, you have this. It could have been bigger, but I feel like I wanted it to be just big enough. You know? I think this is a really nice shirt. And again, we have a variety of colors. Obviously, for the raffle, you will be winning the orange classic TPL shirt. But anyway, back to the video.
Ventured into the garage, they would see Samantha's red hair flowing out from the side of the freezer, and inside, they would find Samantha herself, frozen completely solid with a gunshot wound to her head, in the same exact manner that Joseph had described. But other than this, it was clear that Joseph's recount of events was flawed, to say the least.
Thank you for the roar, Navi. Thank you.
As Samantha hadn't just been placed inside the freezer, she had been jammed inside of it, as if he was desperate to get her to fit inside. So much so that he actually sawed off her left leg, along with making a series of other cuts to her body to get her to fit. And this wasn't even the most damning revelation, with the most important having to do with Samantha's condition.
Sombra said, I am now subscribed to both Navi's channels now. Thank you, Sombra. See? Let's get Navi that hype she deserves, guys. Because Navi be working hard. Not even just on content, but like her actual job. So give her some love.
Just by looking at her, it was clear to the first responders that Samantha was dead, and had been dead for days, likely having been killed instantly by the gunshot, meaning that the
Yeah,
blinking
shot to the
Joseph had
temple.
witnessed was entirely hallucinated. It never could have happened, and yet that was his reality, and he fully believed it. Upon the discovery, Joseph quickly became the #1 most wanted man in Tennessee, and that same day, police would track down his vehicle as he appeared to have been trying to flee the state. But the officers got to him first, pulling him over and then surrounding his vehicle, drawing their guns and preparing for anything. But just as Joseph had said on the phone,
He's gonna kill
he
himself.
had no interest in going to jail, and that was something he was dead serious about. When officers finally got his car door opened, they would find Joseph Parker in the driver's seat, dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head.
Yep.
His death
Yeah, that guy had something wrong, man. You don't just kill your wife of 12 years in one bad night. Something had been building up, eating at him from the beginning, and he had to just fucking let it out on her. And these fucking monsters, man. Like, again, bro, like, how do these guys get married? You know? It's insane. Like, how are these people, like, that something's wrong with their head to, like, literally it's the same person that's sleeping in bed next to you is the one to end your fucking life.
It impossible to fully confirm why he had taken Samantha's life that night, but reports seemed to indicate that he had recently lost his job, and the couple was experiencing financial hardships, putting their home in danger of foreclosure, with this perhaps being the reason the two were arguing on their anniversary. But reports also indicate that this murder didn't happen in the midst of the fight, as evidence points to Samantha having been asleep at the time she was shot,
Coward.
adding some uncertainty to how the situation truly did unfold. But one noteworthy discovery made after the fact was that at the time of his death, Joseph had drugs in his system, which could have been a factor in the murder itself.
Oh,
and
man.
it certainly
He was probably on some fucking, like, meth. Some Bobane or something. Definitely, like, a crazy something psychoactive, maybe even, like angel dust. Also, took break.
was a factor in the hallucinations he was seeing afterwards, as he stood in his garage having full conversations with the frozen animated corpse of a woman.
Oh, Sirio, you're awake. Dude, welcome in, Sirio. Dude, fucking Sirio, it's so weird you not being on stream with me right now. Summer said meth or acid, both or anything really. Acid doesn't make you say that shit. Do that shit. If not, I would have killed people by now. Sirio said, you're gay? You're gay, Sirio? He made a statement of declaring himself gay.
Feel like pussy, feel like cunt.
Hey, Kenny's here. What's up, Kenny? Kenny's just here lurking too, I guess. Everybody just feels like lurking tonight. Nobody wants to talk. Hi, Mackenzie. How you doing, bestie? Hope you had a lovely day with your grandma and your mom. Oh, Leah's here. Leah be lurking. So you said, hello, Mr. Mike. How are you today? Dude, not so bad. Welcome in. Leah's here. Happy Mother's Day, Leah, mommy. Oh, man. I hope everybody had a lovely Mother's Day if you were celebrating it with your loved ones and your mamas. So you said, la verga, la ley está aquí. I know, right? I'm honored. Also, they have the Never Ending Story on YouTube right now for free, so we can watch it with no commercials. Just putting it out there. Because the last time we watched it, we had to watch it off Tubi with fucking commercials. And it sucked. That's probably why I fell asleep and went into commercials, and that's, I forgot everything else. But welcome in. So you said, oh, for real, happy Mother's Day, Leah. You're a wonderful mother. Yeah, for real. She's not just a mother, she's a mommy. But let's continue here with the video. But thank you guys, man. I love that you, like, now the whole gang's here. I hope Navi hasn't left. Leah said, thank you.
All the while truly believing it was all real, with this 911 call leaving a haunting impression on myself and the many others who have stumbled across it in the internet's darkest corners.
What? That was just the intro? Are you kidding me? I thought that was the whole video. What? Summer said, any mom to kids or Furberries are always great moms. Facts.
Shopping for clothes used to be a nightmare. You trust Lane Bryant.
Do you ever feel like you're being watched?
Sometimes.
Well, considering that you're online watching this video right now, there's a good chance that you...
Okay. We're gonna skip the whole VPN thing. Summer said 24/7. Yes, holy shit, that's creepy. Jennifer Sheffield, chapter 2. We're actually getting through this video pretty good. So you said, hey bro, fuck that fool up behind you. Just start swinging in the dark. Nah bro, I need you here. He's gonna gut me.
Jennifer Sheffield's life was largely encapsulated by the posts she made on social media. She worked hard studying in medical school with the hope of becoming a doctor, a journey that...
Okay. Medicine baddie? So you said, I'm here, baby cakes. Yeah, remember when you were telling me that I was helping you get through shit, but you like to just scare me more, you dick?
She documented on her growing TikTok page. But when she wasn't at school or at a hospital, her time was spent with her family.
Ah, familia.
She had been married to a man named Brandon Sheffield for around a decade. And when they met, Brandon already had 2 children from a separate relationship. Though this didn't deter her in any way, and instead, she took on the responsibility...
Summerson, when you've done stupid shit in haunted places, yeah, you would feel watched. Or just by other people. Ooh. Nah, bro, you fucked around with crazy shit then. Sorry, girl. So you said, alright, Mike, let's go to the hole. Actually, I am in the hole. Where are you?
...of helping to care for them, raising the children alongside Brandon as if they were her own for much of their lives.
Ah,
to the point where they
stepmom.
seemingly started referring...
So you said, oh shit, you're right. Dude, and I'm sipping. Hijo de su puta madre.
Swig break.
Swig break.
I want to take a swig of your swig.
Hey, Quackers! How you doing, Quacky? Summer said, well, you gotta live on... You only live once, bro. Fuck, dude. Nah, not doing shit in haunted places. That's different. That's a different kind of living. That's... Nah. Leah with the clapping for Joe Hendry. Are we gonna get a Joe Hendry here? Is Jason gonna show up? Okay, I guess we'll finish this segment and then we'll hop in the hole and probably play some Tekken with the boys if you guys are down to watch that. Craig said, finally got home, eating, now time to set up. It's been a day. F my life, how's it goes? It's going pretty good. I'm lit. Getting a little lit. And I can't complain if I'm a little lit. I can never complain when I have some beer. My buddy in a can. My friend who's always near. My pal, oh so dear, I love my beer. I love beer. I feel like that one scene in
I love my
Hey, Nelia's here. What's up, Nelia?
It's a great day to be smiling friends.
I feel like that one scene in Unkerman where he's like, I love scotch. Here it goes down to my belly. Summer said, I need to see if my mom wants to smoke some of her joints right meow. Ah, dude. Ironically, my parents still don't even know I smoke weed. Brandon Sheffield is with Jennifer Murillo. Oh, I knew she was Latina. Murillo Sheffield. Just want to take a minute to appreciate my beautiful wife, Jennifer Murillo Sheffield, for being the best mother that these two girls could even ask for. Ever. Happy Mother's Day. Hey, happy Mother's Day! We love you and are so blessed to have you in our lives. Oh, man. I'm trying to get me a mommy.
To her as their mother, a role that she thrived
Someone
in.
said, damn, I
She
smoked with her for the
frequently
first time
posted
using your
pictures and
gravity
videos
well.
alongside
That's
them.
insane.
And the same was also true for her being a wife, as she loved to share her memories and moments with Brandon.
Quack said, I used to pick up some bun on the way home after getting some A&W. Quack, forgive my ignorance, but is A&W food? Swing break. Summer said, I got fucked up last summer. I drank alcohol and smoked. Yeah, I mean, who does that? Ah, nice. Quack said, A&W is a restaurant. They make A&W root beer. Someone said, we're looking at you, Mike. Also, don't knock over the cans, fuck. But it's funny. Okay. I gotta get another beer. Crocodile said, I assume you don't know what A&W root beer is, lol. Nah, root beer is like the worst. It tastes like toothpaste. Alright, BRB. 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 Quack said, toothpaste? Really? Yeah, bro. Fucking root beer tastes horrible. Somebody said, ooh, A&W is really good. I've had the root beer, just never went to the restaurant, sadly. Quack said, I've heard that it tastes like Japanese cough medicine, but not toothpaste. Oh, dude. I remember when I first came to America, the biggest culture shocks for me was root beer and fucking pickles. Fuck, I hate a pickle. Who thought of like this delicious sandwich and was like, you know what? Let's take the worst fucking tasting thing. Let's ruin the cucumber. Let's ruin one of the best vegetables out there. One of the healthiest thing, cucumba. You know, you guys heard the cucumba song? And put it in a jar of vinegar. Leah said, BRB, I need to make a Why Does Mike Hates Pickles song. What? What? Well, listen. You know what? My Mexicans are with me, dude. This is some white people shit, because that was a huge culture shock for me. Summer said, ooh, pickles are good. Crack said, you should try ketchup and chips and coffee crisp. What? Coffee? Summer said, pickles are amazing. Come on now. Summer said, that would be an epic song. Vic said, I would mic you on this. Pickle are nasty. Thank you, Quack. Lama said, I make my own pickles. Yo, I cannot like. Okay, I get the Garfield thing, right? Oh, he's funny and like he was so many people's childhood and whatever. But like, Garfield's not as iconic as fucking Bugs Bunny. Like you guys are acting when I say I hate Garfield. Like if I'm saying I fucking hate like Bugs Bunny or some shit like that. So you said he hates pickles now? I've been hating pickles. Fuck you. I've hated pickles my whole life. Just like Garfield. You guys can ask my mom. I've hated Garfield since we were in Mexico. Someone said my mom hates that I put Nutella on vinegar and sea salt chips. What? Quackatex said sweet pickles are decent, regular pickles are gross like olives. Sierra said, fuck you. Leah said, I'm going to eat a pickle right now and protest. Send me a video. Let me see. Prove it. Oh, said, Mexico's never had my pickles. If you can change my mind about pickles, you're a miracle worker. Summer said, it tastes so good. I love the sweet and salty mix of it. Nah, you're out of here with... Nah, Sombra. I'm never going to try any food you suggest. Like, that's like the whole thing. McKenna said, don't you dare disrespect pickles. Hey, yo, fuck a pickle. I hate a pickle. They're ruined cucumbers. And I will die by it. Pickles suck. Summer said, wouldn't I really want to try Nutella and pickles? McKenna said, fuck your pickle. How about you fuck someone's pickle? Somebody else's. Lava said, I only go cukes for pickles. What? McKenna said, boo this man. Quack said, I agree. Pickles do suck. Thank you, Quack. Dude, Cereal. Shine doesn't like pickles. Shine doesn't like pickles. You're going to give Shine shit? Talk to him right now. Shine's in the VC. Ask him. McKenna said, fine, I will. Good. Fucking get on the road right now. Quick as I said, my burger order is always no onions, no pickles. Okay, I can understand the distaste for onions, but I like onions. I can understand the distaste because I do feel like I remember as a kid I didn't like onions, but onions grew on me, especially because in Mexican food, like onion is crazy. Some of the reasons my mom likes pickles on her pizza. What? What are these white people talking about? Fucking said onions and pickles destroy the taste of the meat. Ooh, I don't know. Again, I can see your distaste for it, but some fucking like grilled onion on a hot dog. Oh, you know what ruins a hot dog? Relish, which is smashed pickles. Fuck a pickle. Anyway, can we get through this react without having a fight? Quackattack said, ew, relish is nasty. Exactly. Summer said, yeah, it's Cece's Pizza thing my mom had before. I love Cece's Pizza. They had pickles on their pizza? That's crazy. That's crazy. You white people are crazy.
Cultivating this image of the perfect family and the perfect pair. But on social media, things are rarely ever as they seem. And on the 10th of December, 2024, Jennifer would drop a bombshell on her followers.
Oh, shit.
So, about to be a newly single mom. And I am in the middle of a divorce.
What? I thought she had the perfect family. Quack said, you know what makes hot dog magnificent? Cheese and bacon. Ooh, chili cheese dog will always be my go-to, bro. Spaghetti said, darkest pickles on the internet. You can go on the hub for that. If you want to look up some dark pickles. I'm going to be good off that though, Nelia. But you go crazy. You go crazy.
My husband is being incredible though. Like, really and truly. Like, we're working together. Everything's great. We're splitting everything down the middle. Like, you know, everything is good.
Everything does not see good. Somebody said, y'all are making me hungry for food now, and I just say, I mean, sorry, Sombra. Try to get some chips.
After approximately 10 years of marriage, Jennifer announced that she and Brandon were getting a divorce. There was no explanation for why, just the simple fact that they were separated and had already started the divorce process. Something that was reiterated by both of their Facebook relationship statuses as they shifted to single around the same
That's how you know it's official.
time. Despite the sad and even shocking news, it was clear that they were handling it better.
Summer said, ooh, my mom's other favorite food is deep fried pickle. What? My mama said, have you ever had fried pickles? No! I don't even like regular pickles, let alone fried.
Than most. There didn't appear to be any resentment between them, as Jennifer described Brandon as having been incredible throughout the process.
I love Nick Crawley videos, but I hate his editing. Like, he always tried to make everything so spooky. Namama said they're so good. I'm telling you, if you can change my mind about a pickle, you're a miracle worker. Also, if next time Leah streams, there's a Why Does Mike Hate Pickles song, I'm gonna be kind of pissed. Because I can hate pickles. Where's Patroncito, caro de pito?
Supporting her in any way possible, which was obviously good not only for them, but for their children, who were top of mind for the pair.
It is a very civil divorce with our daughter in mind, and I really appreciate that. However, I'm going to be a mom, single income right now, and he will be helping with her. He will be supporting her.
She's
so
pregnant.
Like, I'm really thankful for that, and that I will not have to worry so much about supporting her.
It was apparent that there was some kind of custody split being discussed between them, which isn't really made fully clear in the video. But what was clear was how grateful Jennifer was for Brandon's support. But even with this help, this
feels
was
like
the
a
first
ransom
time in
video.
Jennifer's adult life that she was really on her own.
I've never done this before. I've never been on my own before. So...
Can I predict? Oh, no way.
Yeah, if you just have any tips, I would really appreciate it, because, I'm a little scared right now.
It was uncharted territory, something that she was understandably nervous about. But despite her fears, Jennifer maintained an optimistic attitude.
I saw Patron jump in the VC.
Was going about as well as it could be. They were both supportive of each other. They were both thinking of the children, and there seemed to be no bad blood between them.
Because we got blood.
On social media, things are rarely as they seem.
We have more breaking news now. This out of Brandon, where a husband and wife are dead following a murder.
Dude, there was a murder-suicide that happened in an old city I used to live in. Bro, they say coming, I don't know, tornado watch. This isn't where I'm from. Because
police, the couple was found on Toulon Street this morning after family conducted a welfare check on 30-year-old Jennifer Sheffield.
18 days after posting this video, praising Brandon Sheffield for the incredible way he had been handling their divorce, both Jennifer and Brandon would be found dead inside their Mississippi home.
Oh, Mississippi.
That morning, family members arrived at the house to perform a welfare check, but noted signs of foul play outside, leading to them calling the police. Inside, officers discovered the pair lying next to each other. Each had a single gunshot wound to the head, with one thing being blatantly obvious. Brandon Sheffield had been the one to pull the trigger both times.
Of course, bro. He was about to lose a Latina baddie, dude. I understand the crash out. Slumber said there was a girl found dead near local DQ. Oh, bro, that's Dairy Queen. When my mom was in high school in Houston, Spring Branch. Sadly, we no longer live there. What do you mean, sadly? Good thing you don't live there, bro. The fuck? People are getting murdered.
Shooting Jennifer before turning the gun on himself. What happened that night isn't fully understood, but the motive is fairly clear. This was likely the result of the divorce that Brandon had supposedly been handling so well, though obviously there seemed to be more going on behind the scenes. Perhaps the violence was spurred on by the holiday season, and Brandon's realization that this would be their last as a married couple. Or perhaps he just wanted Jennifer all to himself, and if he couldn't have her, no one could. Since her murder,
when things like this happen, what makes me curious is so he had 2 kids from a previous, we can assume, marriage, right? At least a very serious committed relationship. He was able to get over that with somebody who he was willing to have children with and have that kind of bond. He was able to get past that, but with what made this relationship different, that he crashed out to the point where it had to be a murder suicide. That's my question sometimes. Summer said, I know, but I mean, sadly, because I grew up there as a kid since there was so many good... Oh, okay. Well, yeah, no, true that. I mean, I feel that.
Jennifer's video has become a morbid piece of internet history, and just seeing how full of hope she was is heartbreaking in hindsight. And because of Brandon's actions, not only was Jennifer robbed of her future, but these children were robbed of their mother figure and their father figure all in one night. And making this even more devastating, some articles have claimed that one of these children was actually in the house during the shootings. What Brandon did was nothing short of evil, but surprisingly, not everyone has seen it this way. As the discourse around this case...
Oh my god. Men sacrifice their happiness for their families, and women sacrifice their families for their happiness.
Case has somehow led to people actually sympathizing with him.
The internet has ruined women. Ooh, what do you guys think about this? Hey, you guys want to chat? You want to get in on this?
Even blaming Jennifer for her own...
She tried so hard not to smile about the entire thing, the whole video. Women, ... Yo, this is some crazy incel shit, bro. And this is just Twitter? I thought this was like 4chan.
Murder. Sadly, this is just a fraction of the disrespect.
See how some women are about to be a newly single mother? Like, man, already trying to put herself in that market. What does that mean?
That Jennifer has faced since her death, as there have been numerous other online controversies surrounding her and her family. Though for the sake of this video, I don't want these to distract from the very real story and the very real victim at its core. A young woman who will now never get to experience the future that she was so hopeful for.
I had this feeling this morning for some reason to tell you that it's gonna be okay. You still have a purpose.
She's trying to talk to herself. I feel like a lot of the times people who make TikTok like that, where they're like facing the camera, and when you're filming yourself, you're obviously looking at yourself. You're trying to say this to yourself.
Got to keep pushing. You still have a heartbeat. And that means that you gotta keep going.
Wow. Okay, so let's keep it going.
It was unlike anything she had posted before. Throughout 31-year-old Rania Ibrahim's Facebook page, friends, family, and followers...
Quack said stay put, Mike. Why? Where am I going? Summer said, this is shocking as shit. Yo, this is a crazy one. This wasn't been one I've seen, so all my reactions... Quack said, the video said stay put. Oh, okay. I put this one on because this was one I haven't seen. So all my reactions right now, it's my first time reaction. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Followers have been accustomed to seeing posts of her children, various religious texts, and other media from her day-to-day life. But on June 14th, 2017, Rania would begin her very first live stream, and it was clear from the start that something had gone terribly wrong.
Okay, I don't open the front door. You're gonna bring the smoke in. Okay. You're not gonna be able to breathe. Your children scared maybe someone outside. They're in the other flat. Are you sure?
What?
They've gone into the other flat.
Is there a fire?
The footage is from Rania's perspective, as she and another woman discuss what lies behind the front door of the apartment unit they were in. The woman, believed to be 33-year-old Isra Ibrahim, told her not to open the door as it would let the smoke in, while Rania insisted that people might still be out there and in danger, eventually leading to her peeking outside, and in turn giving us a glimpse inside their nightmare situation.
Are they stuck in a fire? Oh, that would be a horrible way to go.
There's too much smoke in there. Okay. Okay, I'm not opening.
You can hear the alarms. Oh, she's saying a prayer.
The door opens for just a split second, revealing a thick layer of black smoke, the loud ringing of fire alarms, and someone pounding on a door. Rania eventually calls out to whoever was knocking outside, beckoning them towards her.
Hello, come here. Come here. Hello.
Yo, this is... I don't know why, for some reason, this one's giving me more of an uneasy feeling than the other ones.
Come. Quick.
To which 57-year-old Gary Maunders emerges from the smog, completely covered in ash. It was a dramatic scene, and one that you can start to piece together based on the footage alone, as it was clear that there was a fire raging inside that apartment complex, and the entire floor Rania was filming on had been filled with smoke. Smoke that essentially trapped her and a few others inside this flat.
Dude, I wonder what city this happened in.
Given the sheer amount of smoke in that hallway, it was obvious why the others in the room insisted on keeping that door closed. But Rania continued to hit back on this, as she didn't want anyone to be stuck out there alone.
Yo, what a kind-hearted lady too, man. Because that's a dire situation. And you're exposing all that monoxide inside your unit. You know, like... Sadly, from the themes of this video, though, this is going to end tragic. Summer said, it's giving me chicken skin. This is not good. Megan said,
Habibi, you gotta... Look, because the smoke is coming.
But the people outside.
Yeah, let them...
Hello?
Close the door.
Hello? Okay, I'm going out. Hello?
why'd they let her go out?
Before eventually conceding and closing the door for good. It was obvious that the situation was dire, but just how dire wasn't revealed until Rania made her way over to the window.
Okay, I'm not going, okay. العمارة ولعت من تحت لا إله إلا الله.
They were 23 stories in the air.
Holy shit, dude. This is why I will never live in a city, dude. I could not live in a skyscraper type building and shit, dude. Anything more than 4 floors, I'm out. I'm out of that shit, dude. This is fucking terrifying. Summer said, oh shit. Yeah, no, fuck that now, dude. Fuck cities, dude. Craig said, I'm on the 2nd floor. Dude, that's already dangerous enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, you do not need to be 20-something feet up. Like, if... Like, fuck, dude. No. I don't know how people can live in cities. Like, this always makes me scared. Like, I have a paranoia of this.
In the highest floor of the Grenfell Tower, located in North Kensington, London, England.
Oh, they're in
Rania
England.
And hundreds of others lived. And now, somewhere in that high-rise, was a growing fire.
العمارة كلها ولعت من فوق لتحت.
Clark said, no zombies get in my apartment. I can jump if needed. Mackenzie said, nope. Right? No, fuck this shit.
احنا في آخر دور هو اللي لسه ما ولعش يا ربنا يستر إن شاء الله. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم.
As she looks out the window, Rania tells her viewers that she believes the fire had started from the bottom of the structure and was quickly working.
Leah said, how does hell look for you? Living in a skyscraper with only pickles to eat and they only play Garfield on television? No. Hell is probably me trying to express an opinion and then people telling me that I can't have that opinion and then making songs about it and stuff like that.
Its way up to them, with it now being just 1 floor below them. But officially, this wasn't the story that Rania and the others in the room were being told.
Cracker Tech said, don't forget only being able to play Garfield Racing. I don't really play video games like that anyway.
As each time they would dial 999, the operators would tell them that the fire was generally contained and leave them with one clear instruction: stay put. This was the name of a nationwide rescue policy for all high-rise fires that stated that people should stay in their flats and wait for rescue as opposed to trying to escape on their own, as buildings like these were made from thick concrete and should hypothetically keep fires relatively contained in the flat that they started in for an estimated time period of around 2 hours. And considering that this fire had started roughly 1 hour before Rania's stream, they should have been relatively safe
Because
until
the girl,
rescue crews
fuck
got to
that.
them. And when looking outside, the fire wasn't even noticeable, meaning it was possible it was still contained and had simply been producing a lot of smoke. But that belief was far too optimistic for reality.
Dude, this is... Death by fire is probably one of the worst ways to go. Somebody said, I agree, Mackenzie. Oops.
Fire brigade.
Yeah, hello, hi.
Like I said, I don't play that.
Sorry, fire where?
Flat 16 Greenfield Tower. It's the 4th floor.
Right, okay.
Quick.
They're on the
It's
way
burning.
already.
Approximately 1 hour earlier, on the 4th floor of the tower, a man called 911 to report that his freezer had caught fire. It was an incident that had happened through no fault of his own, and due to his quick phone call, firefighters would arrive on the scene within minutes, one of whom was wearing a camera that showed that they were able to handle the blaze in a relatively efficient manner.
Somebody said, a freezer? Yeah, the electronics and probably one.
With the camera
crazy.
using thermal imaging and heat sensors to assure that the fire was fully out. The camera scans around, showing a few items strewn about that were still at relatively high temperatures. But other than that, the room was completely clear, and it seemed as though the fire was out for good, until the camera panned to the window.
Oh
revealing
shit.
Scorching hot droplets of debris falling from the outside like molten rain. The fire had spread above them and was now burning up the side of the building in a manner that was completely unprecedented and defied any sort of logic based on the firefighters' knowledge of the scene.
That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. I feel like we should watch a 9/11 documentary on stream one day. At least on VC.
And by the time they even realized what was happening, things were already out of hand.
Holy shit. Fuck, dude, that's the whole building. Like, that went up, like, holy fuck. No way. Let's keep it going. Oh my goodness, you can see this is all falling here. Oh, dude, that's blazing. Holy moly. I would not. I could not imagine this. Swig break. Somebody said, yep, no more fire for me. Yeah, good. You were talking about burning shit down. Look at this. This is insane.
The fire was huge, and within just that first hour, nearly the entire building was engulfed in flames. And Rania was now trapped on the tallest floor, opposite to where the fire was raging. And she wasn't alone. Not only were there over 100 people left in the building at the
Are there no fire escapes? Like, they couldn't have shit here?
time, but two of them were Rania's own children. 4-year-old Fethia and 3-year-old Tanya, who were stuck in the same flat as their mother and several others. With desperation mounting, some of the others called out the window for help.
We're stuck on the 23rd floor! Hello! مكان في لندن فين؟
Dude. Oh, man. Oh, man. Those poor children, dude.
People stuck upstairs!
Until the stream went dark roughly 6 minutes later.
Close these windows because the smoke can go to the...
Despite things looking grim for the group on the 23rd floor, there was still some optimism about their rescue, as even 30 minutes after the stream had ended, those in the group were told once again by 999 operators to stay put, with the operator even telling them that the fire was contained to the 4th floor, which clearly wasn't the case. Rania's sister later spoke to the media about a phone call that they had shared around the same time, where she begged Rania to try and leave, recalling, "She did not. She respected and trusted and believed that they are coming to rescue them."
That's infuriating. It's so sad. It always breaks my heart too when children are involved. And obviously there was probably a bunch of children in this fire. And someone said they fucking knew there was no saving them, that's why they left them. That bullshit, yeah.
And by this point, there were hundreds of rescuers on the scene, along with multiple helicopters flying around them, which only further kept their faith alive. But tragically, this was all a cruel facade. Internally, fire crews were told not to go past the 12th floor shortly after Ranya's stream ended. It was just too dangerous. And as for the helicopters, well, those trapped inside would have had no idea that those were actually just police helicopters, merely used for surveillance. They weren't even equipped for rescue, nor were they ever considered to be used for that, as getting too close would have blown more air on the fire.
Holy,
the
oh
blaze
wait,
even worse.
is that the actual?
Those helicopters offered them no chance at survival.
No way,
They
that's
were
the actual
entirely on their
footage.
own, leading to authorities finally telling them to try and escape by themselves. But by this point, there was no point. This was 2 hours after the fire had started, and an hour after Ranya's stream. The fire had completely taken over the structure, and inside there was only one single stairway. A stairway that was now impossible to safely traverse for anyone on the higher floors. Even attempting it would have been a death sentence. The orders for them to shelter in place had cost them valuable time.
So you're telling me that they could have tried to get away? That there was a chance at one point.
And in turn, any chance at leaving while they could. And it was all for a rescue that was now impossible, leaving them completely trapped. Rania...
Micah said, man, fuck those 999 operators. I'm telling you, girl.
Fethia, Hanya, and everyone else shown in this live stream would perish in what we now know today as the Grenfell Tower Fire.
Someone
a fire
said, yeah,
that claimed
fuck
the
them.
lives of 72 people, and one of the worst fire tragedies in Europe's history. And while we've covered many large-scale tragedies on this channel before, few have been more preventable than this one. The Grenfell Tower was built back in 1974, and around the...
Fuck, dude. It's just... This almost feels planned. When things are so preventable, it almost feels like they're done on purpose. You know? I don't know. That could just be me.
2010s, its concrete exterior was beginning to look outdated in an area that was experiencing a wave of modernization. The neighborhood was becoming trendier.
Some of them said, no, I agree with you,
Mike. The tower
Mike.
was becoming an eyesore to some. And so the decision was made by the Kensington and Chelsea Tenant Management Organization, along with the Royal Borough of Kensington and Chelsea, to refurbish the exterior by adding new siding known as cladding to give it a more modern appeal. It was purely aesthetic, but its effects were horrific. The cladding was created by a company called Arconic, which had tested it numerous times to see how it held up to fire, and the results were awful. Their ACM cladding received a grading of F, with it being apparent that it was extremely flammable, with some likening it to gasoline due to how
Are you
quickly it
fucking
erupted
for
into flame.
real? So they basically covered this building and the most flammable shit they could find? I'm taking the government of England to the hole. I need to have a conversation with them. Like, what the fuck is this?
Swig break. Swig break. I want to take a
Swig
swig
break.
of your swig.
Thanks, Serial. We'll be wrapping up here soon, and probably when Quack is live, we'll go live. Hydrate. Quack text. I think I'd rather have it wrapped in asbestos. Someone said, yeah, that's fucked up on a whole new level. No, this is insane. Like, they literally compared it to gasoline. This is so they took, like, a giant can of gas, poured it all over the building.
Flames, while also producing 3 times the amount of smoke as usual fires. But despite having these test scores and even acknowledging their failure in multiple emails sent throughout the company, notoriously following up their F score with the line, "Oops," they not only refused to fix the problem, but they also kept selling it, with one of their clients being the group working on the Grenfell Tower refurbishment. And it wasn't even a secret either. Those in charge of the project wanted it done as cheaply as possible, and this ACM cladding was as cheap as it got, and so they chose it despite knowing the fire risk. And worst of all, they had the opportunity to buy a version of this product that was actually flame retardant, but they opted for the cheaper, more dangerous product, which in the end only saved them about 5,000 pounds.
Are you fucking kidding me? 72 people's lives for 5,000 pounds. 5,000. All these governments are gonna burn. The people, I don't know, man. This is insane. Like, how do you sleep at night? Someone said, of course they only chose it because it's fucking cheap. Alright, let's chill with the hydrates, because if I drink too much water while I'm drinking, I'm gonna throw up. Posture check. Ugh.
$6,500 USD. Arconic knowingly sold this flammable product. The companies working on the Grenfell Tower refurbishment knowingly bought the flammable product. And in the end, it all resulted in a disaster that they all should have seen coming. And when you couple this with the flawed orders to shelter in place, and the fact that there was only one stairwell, it was a recipe for disaster. This was always going to happen. This was a failure on so many levels.
Holy fuck.
Parties, and it all
is that the aftermath?
Happened. This was a failure.
Wow.
On so many levels.
That's horrible.
For so many parties, and it all traces back to greed and the value of money over the lives of innocent people like Rania and her children. Despite the fire starting 8 years ago, justice has yet to be served, as investigations are still ongoing to this day, leading to an agonizing wait for all those who lost loved ones in the blaze, with the trials themselves not expected to start for another full year.
What? The policy of stay put remains in effect to this day, though it has been slightly altered since the fire. I wonder what that means. It's estimated that there are still thousands of residential buildings in the UK and worldwide with flammable ACM cladding. What? Someone said, no, that's stupid. They need to remove that for real. Alright. Last video, guys, before we wrap it up. So make sure everybody's comfy for this one, because we are gonna go, I guess, in the hole. Nah, I don't know. Because said, always wrap it up. Maybe.
It was the usual start to the day for Rhoda McFarland. The
McFarland,
42-year-old manager of the Lane Bryant store in Tinley Park, Illinois, was no stranger to big sales.
It's the Have It All sale at Lane Bryant.
Lane Bryant had a habit of launching monthly clearance events, sending out flyers and airing commercials in the days and weeks before to let all of their customers know. And this day, February 2nd, 2008, was yet another one.
2008, yo, shout out, how old was I? I was 11, but I would have turned 12 like 2 months later.
She knew it would be a busy day, and potentially a stressful one for one of her employees, as that morning only one worker was scheduled to open the store, something that Rhoda
Someone said, I wasn't born yet, I was born in April. No, crazy.
Disagreed with, leading to her coming in to help, even though she had the day off. But like I said, this was a typical morning for her, as this was just the kind of person she was, always willing and wanting to help others. And as she clocked in for work that morning at 10 a.m., she and her coworker braced for a potential rush of excited shoppers. The rush, however, wasn't as dramatic as they may have expected, and in the first 15 minutes or so of opening, only 5 people had entered the store, 4 of which were female shoppers looking for some deals, while the 5th was a delivery man who walked in holding a stack of papers. The man approached them and made casual conversation, but after a few minutes had passed, he kind of just lingered around, never actually delivering anything.
Oh, man. Oh, this one's making my hair stand.
Which Rhoda found strange, especially considering that it was Saturday, a day that they typically didn't receive packages. Growing more and more suspicious by the minute, Rhoda quietly placed a call to a nearby Lane Bryant store, who confirmed to her that there was in fact nothing scheduled to be dropped off that day. But before she could even process this information, the incident was already unfolding around her. Out of nowhere, the delivery man pulled out a pistol and pointed it at the women, yelling at them to hand over the money from the register, before proceeding to round up Rhoda, her employee, and the 4 women shopping, demanding that they all give up their cash.
Long said I was in high school in 2008. I was a sophomore. I was in 6th or 7th grade. I was in middle school. Someone said it's a fucking shooting.
Fashion jewelry. After he was satisfied with the collection, he forced the women to the back of the store, where one by one he bound them with duct tape, placing them each face down on the floor, and putting underwear over their heads to obstruct their view. In the minutes following, he would venture back out into the store where 2 other women had entered, and they too were then robbed and then forced into the back room, where they were eventually subdued, but not before he struck one of them in the face with his pistol, nearly knocking her unconscious. It appeared to be a fairly high-level robbery, but after he now had them all in the back room, the whole operation seemed to grind to a halt. It was like he didn't know what to do next, as he started pacing the room and slowly losing his cool. The minutes ticked on, and the more time that passed, the more agitated he became. It was clear that the pressure was getting to him, and sensing his disorganization, Rhoda seized the opportunity, quietly slipping her hand free, allowing her to call 911 through her Bluetooth headset.
911 emergency.
Oh shit. Someone said, well, I'm never going to Lane Bryant again. Mackenzie, are you guys ready for this 911 call? It's gonna be a little heavy. I hope everybody's bracing themselves a little bit. Someone in the speed said, I'm ready. Because the stereo hold me.
Despite the man being in the room with her and the others, Rhoda managed to alert authorities to her exact location, telling them to hurry and making it clear that the situation was urgent. In the background, you can also hear the robber himself, whose disheveled state...
Because the fuck was that? I don't know, Lane Bryant?
As he outwardly states, the operator was on it, quickly dialing dispatch and telling Rhoda not to hang up.
Stay on the line. Let me get you to Tinley Park. Don't hang up.
Though within just a split second, the call disconnected.
Like I said, no, that weird ass laugh you made. I don't know what you're talking about.
By some stroke of good fortune, there was actually an officer in that shopping center only about 100 feet away, and from the time that Rhoda made that call, the officer managed to arrive on the scene within just a few minutes. He rushed inside the store, but inside he found nothing, until he made his way over to that back room. Inside, he would find them. 6 women with underwear over their heads.
Are they dead?
Lying on the floor, each one having been shot execution style, just...
What? What? What?
Seconds after Rhoda's 911 call. It was a mass murder, but in the midst of this awful scene, one thing was missing. The killer himself. And so authorities flooded the area, scanning and searching all over for the gunman, who was described as a black man with a husky build and a single...
They couldn't have just gone for the cameras in the store at that point? Like, there was no cameras in the store?
Braid that fell to his right cheek that ended in green bees. And the reason they knew exactly what he looked like wasn't because of security footage, as at the time the store didn't even have any CCTV cameras.
Are you fucking kidding?
Instead, it was because one of the women actually survived. When the man began his executions, he moved...
Dude, one woman survived. That's crazy.
Moved his way over to the employee that Rhoda came in to help, and when he fired his gun, she moved at just the right moment, causing the bullet to graze her neck, to which she proceeded to then play dead so that the man wouldn't notice. And thankfully, he didn't. Her testimony is the reason why we know exactly what this man looks like, and why we know what those moments were like before the shooting. But despite this, after doing a thorough search of the area, even utilizing a helicopter, there was no trace of the killer.
Dude, if this guy got away, I'm gonna be so pissed.
CCTV footage from a neighboring store showed that just before Rhoda made that call to 911, 2 large SUVs pulled up in front of the building right after the shooting likely occurred. It's believed that both of these SUVs were involved in some way, with one potentially being a lookout and the other likely being the getaway car, explaining how he would have gotten away so quickly. Not to mention that the store was located right near the entrance of an interstate, which could have taken them out of the state extremely quickly. That was 18 years ago, and today neither the shooter nor the drivers have ever been identified.
You're kidding. You're fucking kidding me. So these guys got away with it? Are you fucking for real? Nah, dude, that ain't...
Marking a rare instance in which a mass shooting in America went unsolved, leaving us with so many unanswered questions to this day, with one of the biggest being the motive. Police have labeled this as a robbery gone wrong, which does seem to be the case, but why Lane Bryant? And why come in the morning when there was next to no cash in the register? I mean, in total, the killer only made off with about $200, and that's including...
This sounds like somebody cheated. This sounds like a revenge thing.
The cash he stole from the women. One of the main theories today is that the killer had planned on taking customers hostage as they entered the store, but perhaps he grew frustrated at the lack of customers that day, until he eventually noticed that Rhoda was making a 911 call, which caused him to panic and start shooting. But what always gets me about this is that he never covered his face at any point, which makes me wonder if he was planning on killing these women all along. Though if that's true, how could this ever have been worth it? Due to just how bizarre this whole situation is, some have posed other theories, like perhaps this was someone with a drug addiction who was looking for quick cash to get his next fix, perhaps explaining his rapidly deteriorating behavior, or even that the suspect was actually a woman who never got caught because police were primarily looking for a male. But it's impossible to know for sure at the moment, and might not ever be known, as despite having survivor testimony, an exact description of this man...
Summer said that someone messed up. Yeah, it does. It does.
His face and body, his voice, and even his DNA, which was discovered under one of the victim's fingernails. We still have no idea who this man is, or where he went.
So they got his DNA? That's crazy. That is crazy. That's crazy. I don't know how they got his DNA and they can't find him. That's just seriously insane to me. Summer said they can have forensics that release so much shit. Yeah, I mean, like I said, rip to the victims for sure. No, that's that's heavy. That's heavy. But shit. I was gonna wait for Quack to... I was hoping that would have stretched out to the time Quack goes on, but I'm gonna go ahead and call it, y'all. Someone said, this is why I want to get into criminal just so I can bring cold cases to justice. Ah, that'd be awesome. Because said, wait, what? Me? He is on? Oh, yay! Perfect. Perfect. We're gonna go ahead and rate out a quack. Quack, 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 quack. We're gonna go ahead and rate out the quack attack. Hell yeah. This shit should be muted. Mute yourself. Like I said, thanks for streaming. Thank you guys for being here. I know I went on a little late, and I know I kind of disappeared a little bit last week, but I'll be back to normal this week, tomorrow. I might do another React stream. I don't know. How do you guys... I need a little more feedback on how you guys are feeling about these React streams. But we might go back to playing another game. We'll see. Nearly said, Quacky is a tacky. Thank you. Summer said, thank you for streaming, Mike. Thank you for being here, Sombra. Spooky said, thank you for the stream. Again, thank you guys for being here. The stream wouldn't be what it is without you guys. I promise. I promise. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and rate Quack Attack. Because he deserves the hype too. Like I said, I like them. It depends on the videos though. Well, give me some suggestions, girl. Let me know what you want to see. Summer said all the roast for everyone. Yes, thank you guys so much. Honestly, you guys are simply just amazing. You guys could literally be anywhere else in the world, and you guys choose to be right here with me right now, just living it and loving it. And I'm always going to be grateful for that. You guys are just incredible. You guys are great, amazing friends. And I am thankful of the path that put me in front of you guys. So thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for the love. I hope you guys give love to everybody else who's part of the Pride Lands. Also, keep a lookout for the Pride Lands raffle, guys. We will be holding a raffle for a free Pride Lands shirt if you win it. I would also love for you guys to take a selfie with it, post it in the Pride Lands, just so you can show your support and your love and your hype for us, because we are more than a community, guys. We are homies. So thank you so much for being here, guys. And with that being said, here, let me go to my big screen, you know? Let me go give the love in the big way. So thank you guys so much again for hanging out with me. If you guys got some love to give to Quack Attack, I would appreciate that greatly as well, because he is indeed a great guy. So thank you guys so much. And with that being said, I hope you guys stay happy. I hope you guys stay safe. And I hope that you guys stay golden. Good night.
I've lost all ambition or worldly acclaim. I just wanna be the one you love.